Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I'm serving as presiding judge on this morning. Thank you all for your patience. We get ready to start at 35 docket. I realize we're running a few minutes. We'll try to do a little bit of, sure it says my internet is not.
Yes, Judge, it's faulty right now, Judge.
You're freezing a little bit, and you're frozen.
All right. Is that better? Are you all able to hear me?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
Wonderful.
That's better.
Wonderful. All right. We're going to try to make up for some time for a few moments. Understand on this morning that we are going to start phase 3. We'll stay on until I finish all of phase 3, and then you will be excused. Those that are in phase 2, I'll do all of phase 2, and you all will stay on in phase 2 until I'm finished with phase 2, and then 2 will be excused. And so to be listening and learning. Yes, Miss James, you shaking your head. No, yes. Are you all?
You're steady freezing up.
You're frozen now, Judge.
All
No.
right, how's that? Is that better?
For now.
Yes, Judge.
All right, for now. Let's see if we can make it now. All right, very good. So let me have the attorney start off this morning. Please place your appearance on the record for me.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, I'd like to make a motion, if I may, a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you and good morning, Judge. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
sir, I can hear you. I hope you can hear me. Good morning, Mr. Reed.
Yes,
Good morning,
Judge.
and your motion is granted. All right, Mr.
Thank you.
Fikens.
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney. I too would make a similar motion.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Good morning, Ms. Mack. Good morning, Officer Lott. Thank you for serving today. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. And then in the courtroom, all right, in the courtroom, I see Ms. Cleveland. Place your appearance on the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for specialty court.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Cleveland. And then I see Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
All right, thank you and good morning, Mr. Yancey. Are there any preliminary matters for my consideration before we get started?
Yes, Judge, thank you. I believe we have a person in the court building, Miss Ellis, that needs to go to a breakout room. And if it's possible, I would like to go to the breakout room with Miss Ellis, please.
Yes, you may do so. Good morning, Ms. Ellis. And Ms. Wilson, I've given you co-host. If you could place Attorney Reed and Ms. Ellis in a breakout room. Any other preliminary matters?
Thank you. I have.
All right, very good. If no other preliminary matters, let me take this time to make sure everybody save the date, save the date, save the date. Our specialty court graduation will be on May 19th at 10 o'clock a.m. It is mandatory. Your attendance is mandatory. It is not optional. It is mandatory. We are giving you enough time to make plans, to work around your work schedules and your life schedules. But on May 19th, we will be celebrating those that are completing our program, some who have already completed, but we have not had an in-person graduation for the last 2 years. So this is our first one. And also we want to treat you well for our graduation, all of our participants. So it is mandatory. Not coming is not an option. So make sure you get with your case manager, get the details because there are some instructions, but it is on May 19th. With that, I am ready to start with our phase 3 folks. And so Mr. Yancey, do you have anyone in phase 3 this morning?
Yes, Your Honor. I have 2 people. I want to start with Mr. Anthony Wallace.
All right, Mr. Wallace, unmute for me, please.
Yes, you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning, Mr. Wallace. How are you this morning?
I feel good. I feel very good.
That's good. I'm so glad to hear that. Very good. All right, let me place your case number on the record, 120-595-1001. State your full name for me, Mr. Wallace.
Anthony Wallace.
All right, Mr. Wallace. This is it. This is the last stretch for you, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It is. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that's all I've been thinking about at work. I put them dates down on my calendar.
All right. It's been a long haul, but listen, you've done it with a great attitude. I know it hasn't been easy work, but I hope that it was worth it.
It was.
Definitely
really
worth it.
It made me find out a lot of things too, as far as certain people, certain ways of living out here. And it's a crazy world out here.
It definitely is.
Yes, but
Definitely is. And so we need to
so
be in our right minds so we can make good decisions, right?
and take one day at a time.
There you go. Very good. Mr. Wallace, how was your Easter? How was your holiday?
Oh, it was beautiful. I just had all my grandkids come over and I put some eggs out in the backyard and whoever found them. I had a good time. I had all 7 of them.
Oh, wow. You're a brave soul.
Yes.
All righty. All right, Mr. Wallace, did you have any issues, any obstacles, anything during the holiday?
Nope, everything went okay. Everything
All right.
really, yeah.
Very good. All right, I need you to share with the courtroom, you're in phase 3, something that has helped you throughout this journey, something you've learned that may encourage some others that are just getting started.
Well, one thing I could tell them is, as far as what I learned, a lot of things you think you can't do that you can do when you're drinking, it's not true. So what I learned is I accomplish more just by keeping peace of mind. That's it.
Yes, just by staying sober, you've accomplished.
Yep. Yep. Staying sober and keeping peace of mind. Sometimes I keep it to myself.
Yes. All right. Mr. Yancey, you reported in staffing that Mr. Wallace is doing well. Is there anything additional for Mr. Wallace?
No, Your Honor, he's really doing excellent. He's going to be going to some community service this weekend, and that's how he's going to finish this up. He'll have it done well before graduation time. But he's doing excellent, continues to do excellent, is in full compliance after checking everything on him as recently as yesterday. So he's doing well.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. What are Mr. Wallace's next court dates?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm gonna do a face-to-face with Mr. Wallace on May 5th. And then his next date will be May 19th with all of us.
All right, for the graduation, Mr. Wallace is one of our graduation candidates. And
Thank
so
you.
make
Thank
sure you follow all of the instructions for
Thank you.
graduation, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team, Mr. Wallace?
I just hope everybody who's been in this class and was doing, hey, I hope they keep on doing like they've been doing. That's all I can say.
And for those that need to do better, we hope they do better, right?
Yep. I hope they do better.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Wallace. I'm gonna have you hang in there with us this morning until I finish all of the phase 3 people, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, do you have someone from phase 3?
Your Honor, I don't. Thank you.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Yancey, who's next? Is it Miss James?
It is, Your Honor, that's the last phase 3 person.
All right, Miss James, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm great.
That's good, very good. Let me place your 2 case numbers on the record. I have 170-458-4901, 190-563-8201. State your full name for me, Miss James.
Annette James.
All right, Miss James. Miss James, you are in phase 3, and I heard in staffing that things are really looking up for you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
They
it
have
is.
really turned around.
I have received my disability.
I heard.
I got my 2 stimulus, and I just put in an application. What's in Melvindale? I took it back yesterday. So
And Melvindale for housing.
apartments, yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
I need you to get with Mr. Yancey about that housing, because we want to make sure, Miss James, that when we release you from this program, that you are stable, that you are able to live on your own, and that you never, ever, ever have to come back and see us, not for this kind of stuff.
I'll come back and visit.
Come back and visit me. That's all
Yeah.
I want.
Okay.
That's all I want. All
Yeah.
right. I see Miss Stradalak. Miss Stradalak, good morning to
Good
you.
morning,
Good
Andy.
morning. Hi,
All
Andy.
right.
Hi, Annette. So I wanted to just give you a little, it's called the ACT program,
ACT?
ACT. And they have like a therapist that comes to the house like once or twice a week to her apartment. Counselor will come and give her some support. So it's like supportive housing in her own place. In Melvindale, they have a meeting downstairs in the conference area. They have an NA meeting once a week.
All right. Will she be receiving any other kind of services in her independent living, or is this totally independent living?
It would be totally independent living. But the ACT program is a supportive thing for people who have their own place, who don't really need assisted living, but need, they could do them on their own. She can do that. She just needs someone to come and kind of support her and check in. Like a therapist would come, and a recovery coach would still be with her. When she graduates, she'll still have a recovery coach. They'll still pick her up every Wednesday. So she'll be purpose driven and out and doing activities and stuff. And I'm going to speak for the girls at the house. They'll call and pick her up and take her to meetings too, because it's not far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll keep
all
an eye
right.
on it.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Stradalak, for that information. And so, Mr. Yancey, I need you to do some research on ACT. Just, find out what it is, because what I'd like to do, I don't know how quickly she'll be moving there, but I'd like to have an opportunity to do a little bit of monitoring when she first gets there.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do we know how quickly she'll be getting a place in Melvindale?
I just put the application back in yesterday. I
Okay.
can go check today.
Okay, we'll make sure. Let's follow up. Keep me posted. But she is still on track. Mr. Yancey's going to have some conversation with Miss James about the graduation and everything, and she's still good. However, I want to still do some monitoring once she gets into independent living. I never want someone to leave our program and we don't know that they have sustained living.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
You cool with that, Miss James?
Cool with that.
Look at that. You cool with that. That means I'd only be checking in on you just a little bit for a little while. It won't
okay.
be like it has been, but
Right.
I'll still be checking in on you because I want to make sure you're good for a lifetime. That's what I want for
Yeah,
you.
that's what I want too.
We want the same thing. So let's do it together, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Mr. Yancey, what else do you have for me for Miss James?
Your Honor, she still in compliance with all the requirements of Hope House, including screenings. So she's really doing well over there. Obviously, she's had a plan for housing. I thought it was through the Detroit Housing Commission, but she's decided to go with the Melvindale housing, which is great. So I will follow up with that. And there's also a plan regarding her finances as far as a bank account and different things. So and Ms. Stradalak is going to help her with that. So I think we're in pretty good shape right now. Like I said, I'll follow up with this new place, make sure it's appropriate, and we'll kind of take it from there.
All right. I do want to ask a question, Ms. Stradalak and Mr. Yancey, if you all could check into someone to help her with budgeting so that once she leaves, sustainability is very important to me. Very, very important. And so I want to make sure that she has a budget and she understands these are the things you must do and all of those good things.
The ACT program actually does that with her as well.
All right. Look at you, Ms. Stradalak. I love it. All right. All right, Ms. James, you have any questions for me today?
Guess what? I
Yes,
get my
what?
teeth next month.
You look at you. Yeah. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna have a beautiful smile.
Look at you, Miss James, to go with that beautiful inside.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I
I
like-
love it.
Miss Judge Holmes, I just want to thank you. And I really appreciate being in your program, and it has taught me a lot since I've been in it. And since I got to Hope House, I have learned more about myself, about my direction. So I just
Yeah.
want to give you guys a big praise and thanks.
Well, listen, Miss James, we want
Okay,
to
I'm not
thank
gonna
you.
cry today.
You're not going to cry today because I'm not going to cry. I've already cried this morning. I'm a big baby.
Okay,
Miss James, I want to thank you for accepting the help that was available. Thank you for cooperating with Mr. Yancey and not giving him too hard of a time. Thank you for cooperating with Ms. Stradalack and the wonderful women there that are trying to help you. And they have done more for you in 30 days than some other providers, which is why we have become very selective about, we've always been selective, but we're more selective about our providers and their training and what services they provide. So Ms. James, we could not have done any of this without you.
yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. If no other questions, Mr. Yancey, what are the dates for Miss James for now?
Your Honor, we're gonna do a face-to-face with Ms. James on May 6th, and then we're gonna make arrangements for her to be with us on May 19th.
Wonderful. All right, Miss Stradalack, make sure you let the other ladies know that I would love to see them there.
Can they all go?
Yes, I'm saying.
Hear that?
Oh,
Y'all hear that?
We're gonna go in our, Annette, we gotta go in the van.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I want you all to be there. The May 19th, the
May
graduation.
19th, the graduation, everybody's going.
Miss James is letting them know right now. Everybody's going.
Right,
All right. Yes.
okay.
All right. That's it for our phase 3 on this morning. Mr. Fikens, is there anything you'd like to say to our phase 3 individuals? Uh-oh, Mr. Fikens, you're on mute.
I'm sorry, Judge. We are so proud of you and the accomplishments you made, the work that you've put into it, the determination that you've had. We look forward with great happiness to your graduation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good. With that, I am going to excuse all of our phase 3 individuals. And so Ms. James and Mr. Wallace, Mr. Wallace, yes, you all are excused. Take care.
Thank you,
Enjoy the rest of
Judge.
the day.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye,
All right.
Andy.
Bye, Ms.
I
Stradalack.
gotta-
All right, I am ready to go. All right. Give me 1 second. All right. Very good. Let's go to phase 2. All right. Ms. Cleveland, I'll go to you.
Good morning again, Your Honor. My phase 2 person is in with Mr. Reed right now.
Oh, no,
that's the
she's gonna
only
be
person
last
that-
on my docket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes.
That's
So
my
that's
phase.
all right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, we're back to you.
Yes, Your Honor, we want to do Toya Milton, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Milton.
Good morning.
Good morning. Listen, I was concerned about you and baby. Is baby good?
Baby is good. Baby is okay.
All right. Okay. I know you're taking good care of him. So,
Absolutely, absolutely.
all right.
Yeah. Everything is okay with him. I realized that his doctor's appointment was conflicting with my Zoom time. So I would have been in there with the doctor on Zoom with you. So that's why we had to get it postponed. So
Okay. Nope. Got to take care of baby. Baby, you got to. You
yes,
have
ma'am.
no questions about it. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. So let me place your case numbers on the record. Z800982, Z8081261. State your full name for me.
Toye Milton.
All right. Very good. And so, Miss Milton, how was your holiday?
My holiday was good. It was good. It was a little quiet. You know, normally my mom cooks and does a huge spread. We didn't do any of that. We just went over to family's house instead of doing all the cooking. So that was nice. So yeah, it was pretty good. Baby got a chance to go out the day before. I took him to a Easter egg hunt. I said, we're gonna wait a few years for this because I mean he's still only one. So by the time they dropped the eggs and all the kids got running, he almost got trampled over. So
Oh, goodness.
yeah.
Okay.
But it was fun for me. It was fun for him. He ended up sleeping for about 10 hours. So that was cool with me.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Mhm.
All right. No issues, no obstacles to report during the holiday?
No, ma'am. No issues, no obstacles. No, ma'am. Just definitely trying to maintain my sobriety and just, finish this program with negative results, excuse me, negative results. And, just try to be the best person I can be. I will say the last woman that you just spoke with, she really touched me. I got so emotional. I don't know her story. I don't know her background, but I can tell that she's overcome some things. And that was really touching.
Yes, ma'am. And it has been a challenge. And that's why, Ms. Milton, that's why it's so important to me for everybody to come out to the graduation, because you all don't know each other's stories. So you'll get to see each other in person. You'll get to hear some stories, some things that people have endured. And hopefully it's going to give everybody hope that, hey, wait a minute, I can overcome whatever I'm going through, whether it's tied to this program or not. It may not be, but I mean, it's a really good time and it's very informative and we treat you well. So,
all right.
Miss James it's been a journey and it's such a delight to see her get to this point in the program, not without a struggle, but she's here. And so
yes,
that's really good.
Absolutely. So she gave me a little bit of hope. Like you said, the graduation should give us that. Just from hearing her, and she's much older than me, so that's why I definitely feel like it's no excuse.
No excuses. There you go. All right. What words of wisdom can you share on this morning with respect to work in the program or life in general for those that may be just joining us or may be struggling? We've got some new folks.
Yeah, I would just say, maintain your circle with positive people. The folks that you used to hang out and turn up with and had no desire for life, but just to, indulge in those things, it's not worth being around those people because they're not going to help you to complete your sobriety. They're not going to be the people that's really going to be beneficial to you. They're living for other purposes when you have to live for a different one now.
That's some good stuff, Miss Milton. Some good stuff. All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, Miss Milton, she's really doing well. She's had a lot of, she's had some challenges in the beginning also, especially with the loss of a family member, but she still kept her sobriety. So that in itself is a big accomplishment, Your Honor. So we do applaud her for that. She's still doing what she should be doing as far as treatment. Her screenings are negative. That's what she meant by keeping things negative. So she's really doing well. We have good communication when we contact each other. Anything she thinks she's going to have a challenge with, she'll at least reach out, and then we try to hit it off before it becomes an obstacle. So far, she's really doing well. We applaud her. We encourage her. And we look forward to seeing her on the 19th.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Fikens, anything for Miss Milton? Because I think she's our only phase 2 today, Mr. Yancey.
It appears that way, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Yancey, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge. We are so proud of you, Miss Milton. You've overcome certainly a lot of things. You have a great sense of where you're at and what you're doing and why you should be doing it. So I think you are going to get a lot out of the graduation. It's a touching, wonderful moment for everybody there. And it's affirming, life affirming. So we look forward to seeing you there, and keep up the great work. We're proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. If you don't have any questions for us today, Miss Milton, let's get your next court date.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. It's going to be a May 5th face-to-face at 10:35, and then we're going to have her be at the graduation on May 19th at 8:35.
All right, very good, very good. Got that, Miss Milton?
Yes, ma'am. May 5th, and then the graduation on the 19th at 8:35.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Thank you.
You take good care of yourself. Take good care of that baby. And we will
Absolutely.
see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you. Have a great
All right,
weekend.
you are released. Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
All right. Before we go to our phase 1, I just need to do something very quickly, and then I'm ready for phase 1. All right, are we ready on our phase 1 participants on this morning? Good morning, phase 1. Let's get it done. You all are all still new to the program. I hope that everybody is doing well. Please be ready to tell me about how you spent your holiday, whether or not you had any obstacles, any issues, any concerns, any triggers, and how you were able to overcome them. What was your backup plan? How did you respond to it? And so I don't see a case manager. Case manager. Is there a case manager anywhere? There we go, Mr. Yancey. Who do you have up first for us this morning?
Yeah, I can fill in. none of these people are my defendants. I think they're all Miss Cleveland's, but
Oh,
whatever I need to do, I'm ready to do it.
all right, where Miss Cleveland was in the courtroom. Did we lose Miss Cleveland?
She went into the conference room with her client, Judge.
Okay, could you tell her that that client has issues, and so we're gonna take care of the non-issues first?
Yes, ma'am, on it.
That's how we do it. All right.
I just want to, since I'm on, I just want to encourage everybody on phase one. You know, it might start off a little rough, but it gets better. It gets much, much better. We help you with time management and just everything you need to do. So, you know, we're here for you. Just reach out to us, and, you know, what seems like it's going to be real difficult, we can make that a whole lot smoother for you. So just give us a chance and it'll work out.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Yancey. Thank you. That's a great way to start phase one. Let's do it. You ready, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Attorney Reed was talking to me. I apologize for that, but he did,
Oh.
you know, he was trying to have a conversation.
It's okay. It's okay. We just making sure that, yeah, we good. All right, let's do it. Who do you have up first, Miss Cleveland?
Your Honor, I am gonna go in alphabetical order, if that's okay.
Yes, ma'am, because everybody has to stay on anyways until I finish everyone from phase that's in phase one.
So my first client is Christian Joseph Carlson, Your Honor.
All right. Wait a minute. Yes, Mr. Carlson. I don't have Mr. Carlson. Yes, grab it. All right, here we go, Mr. Carlson. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, well, you look so nice.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-453-4201. State your full name for me, please, Mr. Carlson.
Christian Joseph Carlson.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing very well. Mr. Carlson, you've been with us, what? Not even a month yet, almost, almost. Tell me, what do you think of the program so far?
So far, so good. And since starting the program, I've been really diving in deep with my counselor as well, which has really helped me with temptations and triggers, which is good. And it's great that we started working on those this past week with the holiday that just passed. So it was very conveniently timed.
All right, very good. I'm glad to hear that it sounds like you're open to it and you're embracing it. That's a wonderful thing. And so how did you do with the holidays, and what did you do during the holiday?
I saw my family on Saturday and Sunday, and saw my godson later on in the evening on Sunday. I did really well. Luckily, my family understands my situation that's going on. So they did all non-alcoholic beverages, and we're being really supportive while I was there.
All right, I appreciate that. Please let them know that I said thank you.
Yes, I will.
Very good. And so is there anything that you have questions about so far with respect to the program, or any concerns you have?
Not that I can think of, no. So far, everything has panned out really well. If I do think of anything, I can talk to Toshi later on.
Yes, yes, she is available. Very good, very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you have for Mr. Carlson? Oh, I remember, Miss Cleveland, you were asking about travel. We clarified that. If it's in the state of Michigan, Mr. Carlson, you are good. You don't need permission as if you're going to travel outside of the state. But if your color is caught, you have to make sure that you test, okay?
Okay. Yep.
Right, wonderful. All right, Miss Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor, and good morning to everyone again. Yes, that is actually correct. We, talked about your matter in staffing. He is reporting and discussing things accurately, things that we have discussed, with one another. And, Your Honor, as reported in staffing, he's complying with all the court's orders. I am very, very happy to see that he is embracing the program, and he's even enthusiastic about it, and I believe that's why he makes, a very, very genuine effort to talk to me and reveal things to me and communicate about his situation.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Carlson, do you have any questions for the team this morning?
No, I think I am good, but thank you.
All right. All right. I'm excited that you're with us. I'm excited that you're going to attend our graduation on May 19th. And I look forward to meeting you in person, okay?
Yes, me too.
All right, let's get your next dates, and then I'm going to ask you to hang with us until I finish up phase one, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, what's next?
Now, Your Honor, I am going to present, but I want to make sure that this is okay, because I think it's based on what I'm hearing earlier in the hearing. I would like to have him come back for a face-to-face on May 6th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. That would be by Holmes. And then would it be attendance at the graduation, Your Honor, would be the in person or the the next review? Would that be okay, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
May 19th.
So his next date would definitely be May 19th and we'll put him on for, I think, 8:35. We'll put him on for 8:35, but that will be the attendance at the graduation, which will count as a court hearing date. Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you, Ms. Cleveland. Thank you, Mr. Carlson. If you could put yourself on mute, and we'll go to the next person that's in phase one. Ms. Cleveland.
Your Honor, my next person is Mr. Christopher William Gritzinger.
All right, Mr. Gritzinger, I have case number U 620-04221. State your full name for me, Mr. Gritzinger.
Christopher Gritzinger.
All right, how are you today?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Very good. You are also very new to us. I think about 2 weeks or so in, right?
Yep.
How are things going with you?
They're going pretty good. I'm doing my IOP 3 times a week for 3 hours a day. And then on Tuesdays when I don't have IOP, I was previously in a early recovery group. So I remain in that Tuesday evenings, and then just trying to stay busy and still get my work hours in and still have a little bit of enjoyment.
All right. That's a lot to balance, right?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right. And so, Mr. Gritzinger, what did you do for the holiday? How did that go?
It went pretty good. We got together at my aunt's house up in Almont, and pretty much the whole family was there on my dad's side. So that was nice. Stayed a little bit later than I wanted to, but it was all right. So
okay.
It was a good time though.
All right. Very good. Did you have any issues, any concerns, any triggers?
Not really. No.
Okay.
It went pretty good.
All right. Okay. You said not really. I do listen. Not really. What does that mean? Not really.
I just meant no.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Very good. Very good.
Yep.
All right. And so, Miss Cleveland, what do you have on Mr. Gritzinger?
Your Honor, he is reporting things to you that he and I have spoken about. He didn't report any issues with his holiday. Your Honor, he's complying with all the court's orders, and he is following the treatment protocol and plan as discussed.
All right. Very good. Mr. Gritzinger, do you have any questions for the team?
Not right now, no.
All right. What's been the hardest thing so far in working the program?
Balancing my time.
All right, that's fair. Balancing your time. It will get
Yeah.
better. It
Yeah.
will get better, okay? All right, you've got the date saved for the graduation?
Yes.
Very good. It looks like Miss Cleveland, Mr. Gritzinger will have a face-to-face on May 5th at 10:35, and then he'll report for graduation. Well, for scheduling purposes, it will be on May 19th at 8:35 a.m. And Miss Cleveland will give you all instructions on what you need to do and where you need to be for the graduation, okay?
Very good.
All right, good to see you, Mr. Gritzinger. Hang in there with us for a few more minutes. I think we have one more person to do in phase one.
Yes,
All
and Your
right.
Honor, I would just like to ask if it's okay if he is on May 6th, which is Friday, because I'm trying to have my people on Fridays. That's it, so I think he
Yes.
said May 5th, but May 6th at 10:35. Is that
All right,
okay,
so-
Your Honor?
Thank you. So Ms. Mack, it'll be May 6th.
Thank
All
you.
right. Very good. Who do we have up next, Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, it would be Marie Lamar Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard, good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Fine.
That's good. Good to see you. I have the following case for you. Case number 21045155601. State your full name for me.
Maurice Lamar Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard, you're still new to us. You've been with us a little bit more than a month, almost closer to 2 months, right?
Yes,
No.
I guess.
Wait, I have you down for March 29th. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Oh,
Your
no,
Honor.
we're only in April. I'm always either a month behind or a month ahead. All right, so nope, you've been with us almost a month, Next week will be a month. All right, what do you think about the program so far?
Keeps you on point. Keeps you
Okay.
on point. Gives me something else to think about in my life for sure.
And that sounds like it's a good thing, right?
Without a doubt.
All right, very good. What's been the most challenging part of the program for you to accomplish or to work at?
Logistics, getting around on the bus system, but I'm getting there, you know.
You are, and I appreciate you doing that. It will get better. Your license is suspended right now, so it's suspended by the Secretary of State. Do you have a projected date for reinstatement?
No, I don't.
Okay, so, but it's not revoked. So Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed, he should still be in good shape, right? As far as getting a license.
We would think so, Judge, yes.
Okay, all right, very good. So I do want to applaud you, Mr. Howard, for doing what you need to do during this time. It's going to be a temporary thing, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. What's been the most rewarding part of working the program so far?
Well, I actually like riding the bus. So the thing about the problem with riding is that two-hour window that you have to get to that screening. And I almost missed one once because I got off the bus too early. And but I made it there, so that's no issue. But actually, I like riding the bus. I used to ride the bus just on purpose, just for something to do.
All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Is there anything that you are struggling with? Anything you need us to help you with?
Nothing too much at this point. I missed my Wednesday call with Miss Cleveland, but I rectified that. I programmed it into my phone for every Wednesday, and just like my screen, I didn't think to put that in there, but I had my screenings, to call every morning, so I put that in there as well.
All right, very good. And I'm sure Miss Cleveland forgave you, right?
I hope so.
I'm sure she did. She's a pretty nice lady. All right, very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning, Mr. Howard?
Yes. As far as the community service, I've been doing community service. I know it's well over 15 years with Friends of Rouge And this year they have like they're planting trees. I was wondering, can a person select where they do their community service?
No, unfortunately, community service is performed through 36th District Court.
Okay.
And it is usually done in the city of Detroit. And so have some conversation with Ms. Cleveland and maybe even the community service specialist, Ms. Cleveland. But that's generally how our community service is done. You have to do it in the community where you have offended.
Well, I do volunteer in my community. Matter of fact, it's around the block.
Okay. Like I said, get with Ms. Cleveland because it has to be court approved. Okay. And so I'm not saying no, I'm saying get with Ms. Cleveland, and then Ms. Cleveland, we can verify through the community service specialist what is approved, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor, if I might just say, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Many times the community service specialist, if you present her with an organization that can be approved, that's approvable, then they can put them on the list. So it's been done before that it might be a good addition to the list to have. So sounds like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Vikings. Thank you. All right. Ms. Cleveland, what do you have on Mr. Howard?
Your Honor, he and I have had conversations after Wednesday, so that's okay. He's compliant. We talked yesterday. He is open and honest and forthright about all the things that he's experiencing as far as his issues with transportation. And despite all of those challenges, he is I'm so sorry. I'm having a little memory bubble here.
That's okay.
Compliant with the court's orders. That's the word I'm looking for. So he's compliant with your orders, Your Honor. He's doing what he's supposed to.
All right. Very good. Mr. Howard, if you don't have any questions for the team, we're going to get your next dates. You have any questions?
Yes, you didn't ask me about my Easter.
Oh, I didn't. Get me together, Mr. Howard. Get me together. What did you do for Easter? Look at Mr. Gritzinger is enjoying this. He's like, did he just get the judge together? He did, Mr. Gritzinger. He did. Come on, Mr. Howard. Tell me about Easter.
I didn't do much. I watched TV and pigged out on a plate that my neighbor gave me, talked on the phone and watched sports.
All right. That sounds like a pretty good holiday. No issues during the holiday?
None whatsoever.
All right. You know, when you say pigged out, I need to know what was on that plate. What was on that plate?
I mean, the typical Detroit Motown soul food, Easter dinner, all the wrong things in moderation.
That's exactly what I was about to say. It sounds like Mr. Howard. All the wrong stuff was on that plate. I don't know. All right. I'm glad you had a good Easter, a good holiday. No issues to report during the holiday?
No.
All right. Listen, I want to, Miss, before I release phase one, did I get Mr. Howard's return to court dates?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. It's the face-to-face will be on May 6th at 10:35 a.m. And then he would be attending graduation on May 19th, 2022 at 8:35.
All right. Very good. Very good. Did you get that, Mr. Howard?
May 6th at what time?
10:35 a.m. for a face-to-face, which is a phone conversation.
Okay.
All right. Very good. And so I just want to say to the phase one people before I release you, I want to applaud each one of you for taking care of business, doing what you were supposed to do over the holiday. It's not easy. And, you know, holidays can be triggering for everybody. And not just with respect to using substance, but sometimes just not exercising good judgment. You all did it. And I am extremely, extremely proud of you. Keep up the great work. I hope you know that you have it in you to do the right thing, even when everybody else around you may be slipping and sliding a little bit, or just celebrating in ways that you're not able to because of the program that you're in. So thank you all for being in compliance. I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks. You are all free to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. All right, Miss Wilson, this is a good time to transition. I'm going to have you open the send the people in from the waiting room. Take a moment for you all to figure out who's here and where they need to go. And then I'll be ready to call the remainder of the docket.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Mr. Adams, have you made contact with your attorney, Mr. Hill, yet? You may want to give him a call. You're muted, sir. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I did, but they said that they will be here.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know. Thank you, sir. You can mute yourself again.
What was his name, Mr. Fikens?
Eugene Adams is who I was talking to, and then Moto
Yes.
E. Who are you?
Freestyle.
The gentleman on the Moto E, what's your name?
David Almond.
I remember you, sir. Why are you back today?
Well, the judge tried to contact Dawn Williams was her name, overseer of my case or whatever, and she didn't have like the right information, so I had to go get something emailed to her about taking STD HIV test. So they have all the information now, and Judge Holmes said come back Friday. I was Wednesday and then Friday at 9:30.
Very good.
About just reviewing that everything's done, the class, the fines are paid, and then the test. So.
And have you submitted that to Miss Williams?
Yes, I did that to Ms. Williams at like 7:35 this morning. I emailed that proof. Yes.
Okay, very good. So we'll bring her down or make.
Is she in the courtroom?
Okay.
You can put yourself on mute, Mr. Almond. Mr. Reed, I remember this gentleman from Wednesday, so I'll take care of it.
Good.
With your permission, though.
He had an OTE.
Yes. Yes.
Can you hear me? Oh. Mr. Reed, can you hear me?
Mr. Reed, can you hear?
Yes, I was on mute. Yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, Ms. Reed, this is Toshi, and, I know I had to come out of the breakout room earlier with our mutual client, but I just want you to know that I had a long conversation with her, and, the things that you were discussing, I did, get that information from her yesterday. So, that's why, my recommendation is in line with what your recommendation is, so I just want you to know that.
Yes, 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 thank you. I understand. I understand you had to get back in the court. I just wanted to get an idea of what you were recommending and see if we were on the same page. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries, thank you.
All right, are we ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
All right, are we ready to proceed?
Yes,
Yes,
Your Honor.
Judge.
All right, very good. I'm not certain who's in the courtroom this morning at the podium.
That's Miss Dawn Williams from Probation Department.
Oh, okay. My eyes must really be bad from the bench in the courtroom because I can see you close up today. All right. Good morning to you, Miss. Who do you have on this morning?
Mr. Almond?
All right. Are you ready to proceed on Mr. Almond?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Does he need to speak with an attorney or are we in good shape?
We're in good shape, Your Honor.
Great.
All right, wonderful. Let me call his case right now. I have case number U582-60020. Miss Williams, place your appearance on the record.
Dawn Williams on behalf of the Probation Department.
All right, thank you. And then Mr. Almond, state your name, please.
Yes, David James Almond.
All right, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, Miss Williams, tell me what's going on with Mr. Almond.
Well, on June 10, 2021, the defendant was referred to the Probation Department. He was ordered to, by Judge Sherman, he was ordered to complete John's class, also to obtain an HIV and STI testing. Per Southwest Solutions, Mr. Almond has completed the John School on April 19, 2022. According to the Wayne County Health Department, he has obtained HIV testing on April 21st, 2022. He has also obtained an STI testing on April 21st, 2022. According to 36th District Court records, he has paid assessed fines and costs of $240. He paid that on April 19th, 2022, and he does have a zero balance. According to background checks, the defendant has not obtained any new offenses.
All right, so what is your recommendation? How long was he on probation for, Miss Williams?
This is a non-probation. He was actually not on probation. He was just made referrals.
All right, very good. And is your recommendation that we close out the matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ficus, is there anything else you want to add?
No, Your Honor, I'm glad that he completed everything. He was a holdover from Wednesday, or at least we had to reschedule him from Wednesday because that connection had not been made. We appreciate Ms. Williams taking the time to do that and figuring all that out. And so we'd ask the matter be closed, Judge.
All right, very good. And so before I close it out, Mr. Almond, what did you learn in that prostitution offenders class?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, a lot. I mean, we went through a lot. Like I made a bad decision, but I understand, nothing of that nature anymore, for sure.
All right. And why was it a bad decision?
Oh, just what I did was like not me type thing when that happened. And, it's been a long year and a half and that's just not me. And, but I've learned a lot and, don't do nothing like that ever again, personally, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so what did you learn about some of the women that participate in that industry?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's terrible from from age brackets to just how things are being done out here, in the whole world type thing. And, everything like from just what, men are doing to lure them in and stuff like that. And, the money situation and just, drugs and stuff. Yeah, it's terrible,
Okay. Did you learn anything else about those women? There's something that I'm listening for as to the women that are out there sometimes not even on their own free will.
Right. Well, I did take down notes. I gotta find it. I got all this paperwork, Judge. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, like the coercion, we went over that, like, the threats to hurt, somebody or, family members, luring people in, the drugs, the money situation, like I said, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's totally wrong, you know what I mean? So.
All right. And you understand that some of the ladies that are out there, not out there because they want to be there. They are there because sometimes they're addicted to drugs. and they're
Correct.
To feed their habit. Some of them are there because they are being trafficked.
Right.
Selling themselves so that they are able to for somebody else. And so it's not a winning situation for them,
No,
right?
right. Definitely.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Fikens or Ms. Williams, I am closing this matter. I'll close it with improvement.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Judge. Take care. Thank you,
Okay.
Ms. Take care.
Thank you.
All right. I am ready. I see, is there any other, are there any other matters? Let me call the remainder of the specialty court docket so that all right. I am calling for Sheena Jackson, U587-43220, U569-3120, U587-44620, and U587-67920. For Ms. Jackson, that is Mr. Curtis's case. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I received a call on yesterday indicating that Ms. Jackson had not been responding to her case manager. She was scheduled for court today. And then I was also advised by her case manager that he received information that she had failed to report back to her residence since Monday and that she was back out in the streets. And so at that time, I indicated that a warrant should be completed, should be entered for Ms. Jackson. I wanted to give her some time to show up on today for her court hearing, which was scheduled at 8:35. She has failed to appear. So Ms. Mack, is that warrant in the system for Ms. Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I just want to make sure the attorneys know what's going on. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Judge.
And then I have Ms. Stevenson. Is Ms. Stevenson in the courtroom yet?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Has Ms. Stevenson had an opportunity to get on the one? Who has Ms. Stevenson's case?
Miss Taylor, she's in the conference room with Miss Stevenson as we speak.
All right. So Ms. Taylor knows she needs to get on that 1-800 number and let me know if what placement they have for Ms. Stevenson. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. And then I also saw Eugene Adams in the courtroom. Are we ready to proceed on Mr. Adams?
He's retained, Judge. He's here for a pretrial. I believe Ryan Hill is his retained attorney. And he's waiting for Mr. Hill to appear.
And Your Honor, if I
Yes, good
may.
morning, Judge. Attorney Coleman Potts is here on Mr. Adams.
Okay, you have a bad connection, Attorney Potts. I did.
Can you hear me now?
I can. All right, let me place this case number on the record, please. Z808-3811 for the people, and then Mr. Rosenthal, I think you were trying to say something.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. Matthew Rosenthal for the people, P84807. I just wanted to let you know Mr. Potts is in for Mr. Hill.
All right, very good. And then again, Mr. Potts, place your appearance on the record for me.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Coleman Potts, P78607, on behalf of Mr. Adams, who appears via Zoom. Mr. Adams, please state your name for the record, sir.
Gene Adams.
All right, thank you. All right, counsel, today is the date set for pre-trial. How are the parties proceeding?
Your Honor, it looks like we just got some discovery in paper and digital discovery that we need to go over with Mr. Adams. So we're just asking for a short adjournment of the pretrial just so we can go over everything and explore our options going forward.
Okay, so you all didn't have, I set this for pretrial. You all didn't have an opportunity to go over whatever.
It looks like we got the discovery, it's dated March 28th. But I know we haven't had an opportunity to go over it with Mr. Adams yet. So we can set the matter for a bench trial without waiving jury trial. If the court wants to move it along on the docket. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
And then if we come to a resolution, I'll inform the court and we can
Go from there.
done on the next date.
All right, let's do that. Let's do that. Ms.
Yes.
We schedule this matter for a bench trial, and let's schedule it, Ms. Mack, if we could schedule it about 3 weeks out, that should give you all an opportunity.
That would be, you want it on a Friday, Judge?
Yes, ma'am, at 1:30.
Okay, so that would be May 13th at 1:30.
Your Honor, may I check my calendar?
Yes, please do.
Okay, because I know I'm not here that day. Just want to make sure I'm not jamming the office up. We're a bit busy that day, and I know at least one of the other attorneys is in person. Is it possible to get another date? Maybe the 20th?
I don't know, Ms. Mack, can we do the 20th?
Yes, we can do the 20th, Judge.
All right. We'll do the 20th.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
Right,
That'll be at 9:45 again?
Nope, the trial will be at 1:30 p.m.
1:30 p.m. Okay. If we reach a resolution beforehand, is it possible to get a special pretrial date?
Always, you can walk right in.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Okay. All right. If nothing else, thank you.
All right. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.
All right. You do the same. All right. Are we ready to go forward with calling the remainder of the docket?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Let's do it. And then we have 1:30 today, Mr. Rosenthal. 1:30.
Judge?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm only worried about maybe 2 of the cases, and we will see. But the other one should be just normal stuff. But I'll make sure I'll be here around 1:15 to talk with any officers, Your Honor.
So
Okay.
will we.
I'm sorry.
So will we, Judge. We'll be on at 1:15 to discuss matters with Mr. Rosenthal.
All right. All right. Very good. All right, let's do it. Let's call the remainder of the docket, and then we'll get to Ms. Stevenson. I have case number, and Ms. Mack, are you ready for me?
Yes, Judge.
All right, very good. I have case number SP 122-09321 for Kadam Abo Tabik, and that was scheduled for a review. Did anyone look to see what that was about?
Yes, Judge, he was supposed to pay and he did pay.
Okay, so we can close it.
Yes, ma'am.
I like that. All right, I have for Stephen Abram. I have case number U595-32221, which was an adjourn to pay, Ms. Mack.
He did not pay.
He did not pay. Well, does he still owe? And so we're going to reinstate his original charge. We'll reinstate it. And then what does he owe, Ms. Mack?
Hold on. Sorry, Judge. Let me get that amount for you. He owes, it's $350 on this one.
He owes $350, so the capias will issue, and that bond will be set at $350, cash or surety. For the next matter, SP 121-04173, that was a civil infraction, so a default judgment will be entered. For case number SP 121-0417, counts 1 and 2, and case number SP 122-4099, counts 1, 2, and 3. All of those capias will issue, and the bond will be set at a personal bond, but they will be capias. All right. And you may want to wait a little bit later to do those because he still has a few minutes, okay?
Yes, Judge.
All right. All right. I have for Marquita Aldridge, SP 119-26581. Oh, let me go to the.
She paid that. I apologize, Judge. She did pay that one.
Well, it looks like that's not the one that needed to be paid. I have another one that's identified to be paid.
Okay, hold on, because I only have one on the docket and I looked her up and whatever one that you ordered her to pay, she did pay it. And then this one that's on the docket is supposed to be dismissed.
I have 4 on the docket for Marquita, yeah, for Marquita Aldridge.
I only have 2. Okay.
Nope, I have 4.
There are 2 civil infractions and 2 misdemeanors.
Oh, well, maybe because she's paid, they fell off. This is the docket you gave me at the close of business, or not the close of business, but yesterday before I left.
Okay, and she paid it since then, Judge.
That's what happened. All right, so then we
Yes.
close the one that was the adjourn to pay and dismiss the remainder.
Correct.
All right, wonderful. I have for Cameron Alexander, case number SP 123-19971.
Now, this one, I looked and it was supposed to be paid and they did pay it as well.
All right, then we can close that one. Wonderful.
And Judge, there appears on an earlier docket, count 2, which was a civil infraction, which is probably dismissible because she paid, I think.
Oh, the civil infraction, she had a civil infraction. That went along with the plea, then it should be dismissed.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, no, Mr. Ficus, it would be the other way. If she paid the infraction, then we'll close that one and we're gonna dismiss this misdemeanor that's on the docket.
Yes.
So Cameron Elliott is going to be a dismissal.
Yes, thank you, Judge. That's right.
All right, no problem. All right, for Ariana Allen, I have SP 120692221.
She paid that one, Judge.
All right, and so since she paid that one, it'll be closed and the following matters will be dismissed. SP 12062, strike that, SP 1206922 and SP 120795531. For Adele Al-Sayed, SP 122094451.
Paid.
All right, then we are going to close that one. All right, I have for Ali Al-Saidi, SP 119-94713, SP 119-94762. Both of those were adjourned to pay.
And neither have been paid.
Oh, all right. So drag race, what does he owe on that one?
Give me 1 second. Sorry, Judge. The amount is $300.
All right, so then KPS will issue and the bond will be set at $300 cash or surety on that particular matter. And that is going to be for the drag racing, for the blockading traffic, that will end up being a default judgment. And then for the following matters, I'm sorry, I need to put the blockading traffic on the record. SP 119-94713, that will be a default judgment. Am I getting this right?
No, Judge.
No,
that's-
ma'am.
I'm sorry, that's the drag racing, so my apologies. SP 119-94713, that is going to be a capias with the bond set at $300 cash or surety. And then for case number SP 119-94762, that is going to be a default judgment. For case number SP 119-947, count 1 and count 2, both of those will be capias and the bond will be a personal bond as matter. And then for SP 119-94761, that is going to also be a capias with a personal bond.
And Judge, it appears that SP 11994-712, insurance no proof would be a civil infraction.
That's okay. Then that's going to be a default judgment. Thank you, Mr. Vikings.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. Let's keep going. I have for Timothy Armstrong, case number SP 121-40272.
Did not pay.
Did not pay. What does he owe on his balance? Oh, that is an
170.
infraction.
Yeah, that's a civil
All right, so we're to reinstate the original charge, please. And then he'll get a default judgment. And then for the following matters for Timothy Armstrong, KPS will issue and the bond will be set at a personal bond. SP 121-2289 counts 1 and 2. SP 121-40271. SP 122-19851. SP 122-1993 counts 1 and 2.
Judge, those might be a different
No,
person.
those two. Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read Vincent Armstrong. Uh-oh. All right. So for Timothy Armstrong, my apologies, y'all. I'm gonna get it right. The following will be KPS for Timothy Armstrong. SB 121-2289 counts 1 and 2, and SB 121-40271. Now I'm going to Vincent Armstrong. For Vincent Armstrong, Miss Mack, it looks like he may have a civil infraction that he needed to pay.
Yes, he paid the ticket SP 122-19931. He paid that one, and the others would be dismissed.
All right, very good. So that one will be closed, and then SB 122-19851 and SB 122-19932. Those are dismissals. I have now for Tanisha Ayler, SP 125-68301.
He did not pay.
All right, and that is a civil infraction, so a default judgment will be entered and the original charge will be reinstated. Please make sure we're reinstating those original charges. And then for the remaining matter for Ms. Ayler, SP 125-69371, that will be a capias, and the bond will be a personal bond. And that's it for the 1030 adjourn to pays. Are we ready on Ms. Stevenson yet? As Ms. Taylor?
I don't think so. I think they are still in the conference room on the call, Judge.
All right, then you, yes.
Miss Deja Ellis is in the courtroom.
I'm sorry, I didn't see her anymore, and so I didn't, I forgot about Miss Ellis.
I apologize, Your Honor.
That's okay. Mr. Hermes, I don't know that I have anything that requires your service today. In your sweatshirt in my courtroom.
Okay.
Good morning, Judge. Good to see you. I thought I had 2 cases for review for Abu Tabikh and Al-Sadi.
No, sir.
Oh, they're not today?
No, those are adjourned to pays. They're not, they did not appear. They didn't pay.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm all set then, Your Honor?
Casual, Mr. Hermes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice weekend.
Good weekend.
Same to you.
All right, I hope you keep facial expressions well.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
All right. All right. Let's do Miss Ellis. Let's do Miss Ellis.
That's a Saturday Night Live skit, Your Honor. It's all right, I'm sure.
It's Freedom Friday. That's what somebody sent me a message. That's funny. All right.
So there's not on that.
All right. For Miss Ellis, Miss Cleveland, I will need you to read the case number into the record for me, please.
Yes, Your Honor. This is Ms. Deja Iman Ellis. She has a transfer case number of X095887 and a 36th District Court case number of Z806608, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Miss Ellis. Please state your full name for me. All right, good morning, Miss Ellis.
Good morning.
Miss Ellis, why are you in my courtroom?
Well, I had a situation where I used marijuana, and also I missed my test on Sunday, but it was because I didn't know that they were having only one set of time scheduled for the testing. And I had to work that morning, so I wasn't able to make it until the afternoon, which they closed, and I told Stephen about it, and I mentioned it.
Miss Ellis, what time do you have to be at work?
5 in the morning.
And so, Miss Ellis, it is incumbent upon you to know the times of the testing facilities. And if you know that you have used marijuana, then you know work shouldn't be an issue for you going to testing. You're already in violation because you know you can't use marijuana, right?
Okay.
So we really have a problem. Like we really have a problem. We really have a problem. And so, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me? I'm listening. Because we've been back and forth, Ms. Ellis. Let me just make my record. But 1 second, Miss Cleveland, I'm sorry. But listen, we've been back and forth and back with Miss Ellis. And so, Miss Ellis, you know that the use of marijuana, that's off the table for you. You have been with us long enough to know the resources that are available to you, that if you're struggling with something, you can pick up the phone. There are different things. You can go to a meeting. There are different things that you can do in order to work your way through it. And so whenever there's an obstacle in the road, it can't be, my first response is to pick up. Secondly, I believe Ms. Cleveland raised some concerns that you may have raised with her about the level of service that you're receiving from your therapist. And so as I told Ms. Cleveland, and I'm going to tell you, when you all are in these hearings and I ask you, is everything okay? Is there anything you need us to help you with? Are you having any difficulties? Do you have any questions? And you all say no, I believe you. Once you start violating and you get caught, it's very difficult for me to have any type of empathy because I've given you an opportunity to tell me what's going on. And you stand before me week after week and say, oh, everything's wonderful. Oh, everything's good. No questions, no complaints, no concerns. Then all of a sudden, when you're using marijuana, now everything's wrong. Everybody's wrong. Everybody's doing something wrong. Nothing's working out. Folks ain't, you don't know what's going on. That's not going to fly with me, ma'am. It's not. I'm not going to tolerate that. And so, unfortunately, you are in a bad place today. You are in a bad place today. Ms. Cleveland told me you have to work on Sunday, but this is what I need you to understand, Ms. Ellis. You know that you have a job. That job is important to you. You want to keep that job. You need to do what it takes to keep that job. When you do things that could jeopardize your job, I'm not going to feel bad about you not going to work because I can't feel worse about you not going to work than you feel about you not going to work. You have to care about your job first, and then I should care about your job second. So when you do things that show that you don't care about your ability to go to work, you can't expect me to care. I can't care about your job more than you do. That doesn't make sense, does it? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. So I told Ms. Cleveland, I'm not concerned about your job because you weren't concerned about your job. So we on even footing today. You weren't concerned about your job, so I'm not concerned about your job today. Ms. Cleveland, what do you want to tell me?
Your Honor, Ms. Deja Ellis, she's here today for violation because I received the test results from JAMS on April 11th, April 15th, April 18th, and there's still one pending for positive THC screen, as well as a notification that she had missed her 17th, April 17th drop. However, Miss Ellis did contact me and let me know that she missed her drop when that happened. At the time she contacted me, I didn't know, or it was not shown that she had these positive screens. I did have her drop today, and this is just to report the information, Your Honor. And her screens are all negative in court lab today. However, I am still waiting for the one pending screen on April 20th, from April 20th, 2022.
Ms. Cleveland,
Yeah.
can you hear me?
No, I could not.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Listen, I didn't hear what you said about her test results today.
Oh, I'm sorry. So her test results are negative today, but I'm just doing that for reporting purposes, Your Honor. Because we're still waiting for a pending April 20th, 2022, from JAMS. Additionally, once I did learn that she had positive screens, Your Honor, and can you hear me, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
I can hear you, but I don't know that you can hear me. Can you hear me?
No, Your Honor, not at all. Not when I can't hear you speaking. Right
Okay.
now I can hear you speaking.
All right, Ms. Cleveland, one other question before you continue going. She has had how many positive screens? You named some dates, 11th, the 15th.
18.
So 3, a total of 3, and there's one pending.
Yes, Your Honor. And I apologize because your voice is not coming over. Maybe because I'm speaking, I'm not sure.
It's okay, go ahead.
Your Honor, when I contacted her and let her know that she had positive screens, she was forthright and she admitted to me that she was using the substance. Her conversation was both between she and I. During that conversation, she explained to me that she was having some struggles, Your Honor. And we initially talked when it was determined that she had positive screens. But after that, I had a subsequent conversation with her as well when I saw that she had additional positive screens, and that took place yesterday. We had a very long, in-depth conversation. She is, I'm gonna say, emotional about certain things. She is dealing with some grief that she will be able to convey to the court. Your Honor, she did mention about the treatment that she was receiving, the treatment and therapy that she was receiving, and what she believes may be happening with the treatment therapies. I'll allow her to report unless you want me to mention that as well, Your Honor. And also, she admitted to me that sometimes she doesn't feel as if she is getting the support in the sense of what she needs with her grief. And she's had very many losses within the last couple of weeks that she's been trying to struggle with, Your Honor.
Miss Cleveland, you know that I have asked about that every time she has come to court. Are there any issues? Are there any concerns? And Miss Ellis has said to me, no.
Yeah. She did mention some recent loss though, and I think she's going to explain that as well, that coincides with the timing of the relapse, Your Honor. One more thing, when I talked to her, she is very forthright in the sense of, yes, I did it. I don't know why I did it. I asked her if there is availability contentions around. She does note that there are individuals that possibly are using substance that she remains connected with, but she feels that they're not that influencing her. She thinks it's her grief that is causing her not to be able to say no to certain substances. So That's why she's here, Your Honor. At least that's the conversation she had with us. We talked for a long time. I am gonna say, based on my conversation with her yesterday, I am going to recommend reassessment for her, Your Honor, and possibly if she's reassessed to have increased therapy to include both the therapies and treatments that she receives, because she went a period of time without having that, although that was corrected. And that she is asking me for help because she feels like she's without direction at this time because of her grief.
Okay. And so your recommendation is that she be reassessed and get a therapeutic adjustment, and that's nice. Okay, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. All right, who went in the breakout room with Miss Ellis?
I did, Judge. Thank you. And thank you for the opportunity to talk to Ms. Ellis. We talked about the issues that Ms. Cleveland talked about, and Ms. Ellis explained to me certain things, and she didn't offer any excuses. She accepted responsibility. She made bad choices, and she accepted that. She did explain reasons why things happened. She did admit she missed a drop on Easter Sunday. She did go to drop, but the hours were changed because of Easter. She should have known that. She did test the next day, and there were no makeup tests, but that shows something to me. We also talked about the fact that she had used marijuana. We talked about why she did this. She explained to me that she did have recent deaths. I believe her aunt passed. She also explained to me that she wasn't on her medications for most of the month of March. We talked about that. She's currently back on her medications. Judge, she's 23 years old. She's in our program. She's working. She has a lot of life issues. We talked about that. I didn't want to preach to her. I didn't want to lecture her, but I wanted to explain things to her. And I even went back to talking about when I was 23, working full-time, law school at night, 3 nights a week. So it's not easy, but you have to do things in life to succeed in life. And she's in our program. She has to follow the court's orders. She understands that, Judge. I'm not recommending any jail time for her. I'm recommending increased counseling. She's back on her meds now. I think she's at Detroit Recovery Project, and she's getting the psych meds that she needs. Judge, again, I'm not recommending any jail time. I think she understands that she did violate the court's order. She understands that we offer counseling. Their sponsors, Miss Cleveland, there are people that she can talk to when she has the need, and she's to talk to the court. We talked about the fact that she has had some status conferences, and she hadn't mentioned to the court that she had these problems. And the court wants to help her. We want to help her. We don't want to help her. Don't want her to get in trouble. We don't want to hurt her. What I mean to say. I'm not recommending jail time. I'm recommending increased counseling. And again, she's 23 years old, Judge. She's so young. She has a whole life ahead of her, and we just want to help her. If there is some jail time that the court's considering, I would ask that she just sit around the courthouse until 3 o'clock and then be released. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Miss Willis. Miss Ellis, I'm sorry. What is it that you want to say to the court?
Well, first, I
Yeah,
know that you said.
Speaking
You gotta speak to the mic.
Well, I know that you said that I didn't mention it to you. I did actually mention about the death of my son. I didn't go into detail about it, but I did mention it last time I had court. And you told me to speak to Ms. Cleveland. You told me to speak to my therapist. But I didn't end up talking to Ms. Cleveland about it until this week. And my therapist, I haven't been able to see her because of last week being Good Friday, they were closed. And then she was also out before that. So I haven't had the chance to talk to her. But I haven't been dealing with 2 deaths in my family, and it's been really hard. It's made me question a lot of things, knowing that people could just be taken away at any time. And it was really hard with my aunt because she lived her life for God, and it just hurt me that she suffered so much in the end. And I have learned coping skills and had different resources, and I failed to use them, and I decided to use something else that I shouldn't have. And I've been doing really well before then, and I just want to get the help that I need and get back on track and stay on track like I was before.
And you were doing very well, Miss Ellis. And it took us a while to get you on a path of doing very well. You worked so hard. And so you used another method to deal with whatever's going on, and it just made things worse for you. Listen, I'm so sorry to hear about the death of your loved ones. And I know you did share with me about I believe it was your aunt. And so, and I did not want to, because I don't make therapeutic adjustments. I leave that to the professionals. That's why I asked you to speak with your therapist about that loss, so that if she thought you needed to go to grief counseling or to incorporate some grief counseling, then you would do that. You know, I want you to get accustomed to doing things to help yourself without a court order. That's the other thing. You don't want to have somebody make you do things to help yourself in life. And so, and so I certainly empathize with you, but I need you to not go backwards. You've worked so hard and your life has gotten so much better since you've stopped doing some of the things you were doing. Would you agree with me?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, your life has gotten better. And so if you go back to doing what you were doing before, then you're setting yourself up to go back to the same lifestyle. And I think you want something different. Am I correct?
Yes, I want a better future for myself. I don't want to keep going back and forth and going back into old bad habits.
Absolutely. So listen, everything in me wants to send you to jail today because we've been back and forth and forth and back. Everything in me wants to send you to jail on today. I'm going to, and I can't even give myself a reason why, other than the fact that, listen, you're 23 years old, and the way you see things at 23, I'm hoping that we'll do something in this program that when you're 33, you'll see things differently and be doing so much more and so much better in life. And so I want to help you, Miss Ellis, but I'm gonna tell you, you running out. You're running out of help. The kind of help you're gonna get today, you're running out of it. So you need to really, really think about, let me roll up my sleeves and get this done. If I'm having a problem with a therapist not being there or my medications, you need to be screaming it from the rooftop, not self-medicating. You can't do that. So I'm going to follow Miss Cleveland's recommendation. Miss Cleveland, I want her to be reassessed. And so I need that to happen immediately. And then I am going to detain her for today. I won't send her, officer. I won't send her over to the Wayne County Jail, but she is to remain in custody, and she will remain in custody today until 3:00 p.m. I'm going to keep you today. And so, officer, that's what will happen. You won't go over to the jail, but you will be with us. I need you all to make sure that she gets some lunch today because I don't want her there not being able to eat. And so, Ms. Ellis, that's the best I can do on today. But we've been back and forth and back. I need you to get on track and let's work hard. All right?
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sure.
Ms. Ellis, do you have any questions for me?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Ms. Cleveland, do you have anything else for me?
No, Your Honor, and I did reach out to, her current treatment provider. I made them aware of what's going on. She did miss her appointment today because she had court, but, they are prepared and, ready to do the reassessment for her. her treatment provider, Counselor Hawthorne, is wonderful. If she missed any meetings with her, it's because of something that was out of Ms. Hawthorne's control. That's all I can say as far as attesting to her professionalism and all of the work that she's done for Miss Ellis, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Miss Ellis? When was her next court date?
It was supposed to be on the 29th, Your Honor. I can do a face-to-face with her at that time, but I'm wondering if you want to see her again on the 13th, Your Honor, early in the morning for a Zoom hearing prior to the graduation on the 19th.
Yes, I can do that date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Miss Ellis.
I'm sorry, what day of the week is the 19th?
Thursday, and it's mandatory. You have to be there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So make arrangements, okay? You have a whole month.
Yes.
You have a whole month. Okay? You
Your
have
Honor.
an entire month. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna place on the record again for, Madam Clerk, April 29th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. for a face-to-face. May 13th, 2022 at 8:35 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
Miss Cleveland, I'm thinking about that. I'm going to just do May 19th for her next.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have her out of work that many days because she needs to come to the graduation. So she'll do a face-to-face with you, which will be on the phone, which I'm sure you're gonna do it at her convenience. And then I'll see her for the graduation, which will count as a court date for her. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Did you get that, Miss Ellis? That way you're not doing two different things.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, thank you so much. Ms. Ellis, have a seat. You're gonna be with us for a while.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. I think we are ready on Ms. Stevenson.
Yes, I'm going to check in the conference room now, Judge.
And Your Honor, I have two people in the breakout room. I believe they both paid. And they were here just for confirmation.
Did you confirm them and let them know who were they? Who are they, Mr.?
Carmen Alexander, who I remember did pay.
Yes, and her case was dismissed without prejudice.
And then Vincent Armstrong, and I
Yeah.
got confused.
One matter was closed and he has two matters that were dismissed. You can tell them they are in great shape and they are released.
Thank you, Judge. I will do so.
All right, very good. Are we ready on Ms. Stevenson?
Yes, Judge, they're on their way to the podium now.
All right, wonderful. I am going to call Ms. Stevenson's case. I have for Elizabeth Stevenson, I have case number U60125121. Stevenson, please state your name for the record.
They're cleaning off the podium.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Good morning, Ms. Stevenson. Now, Ms. Stevenson, you know that I've seen you look better than you look today, right? And you do know that when they took you to the back, you had a crack pipe in your arms. You know that, right? But you're not supposed to have any of that, right? Right? Ms. Stevenson, you were doing so well. What happened? You got to speak in that mic for me. I can't hear you.
I said, my friend passed away, I took it hard, and I didn't get a chance to take it, but when my best friend passed away, I took it very hard.
And how did your best friend pass away?
She overdose.
Oh my goodness, Miss Stevenson. So your best friend overdosed. And my condolences to you and to her family. But your response was to then start using drugs that could cause you to lose your life. And then your mother would have to deal with losing her daughter to an overdose. Did you think about that?
No, ma'am. I mean, I was honest with you, though. I did only use drugs one day, but I mean, I felt bad afterwards, but it was too late.
You don't look like you used drugs one day. Ma'am, you came to me yesterday, day before yesterday. You were sitting in my courtroom. You were nodding out. You appeared to be high on something. You tested positive for cocaine and for heroin. And so, ma'am, sorry, one second. I'm sorry, 1 second. You appeared to be high. We tested you because you were nodding out constantly in the box, and you tested positive, I'm sorry, for cocaine and opiates. And so, ma'am, that wasn't one day, because according to you, your one day was a couple of days before you came to me. That's what you said on the 1-800 number. And so, Ms. Stevenson, you're not being honest with yourself. You're not lying to me, because I already know what's up. Test results show what's up. I don't need you to be honest with me, because I already know what's going on. You need to be honest with yourself, ma'am. You have to be honest with yourself. And so, first of all, I'm glad you're alive. Secondly, I'm glad you walked into the courtroom, and we're going to get you some help. We're not giving up. We're not giving up. And so, Miss Taylor, I'm going to have you place your appearance on the record and tell me what your recommendation is. Ms. Stevenson, stay right there, please.
Jasmine Taylor, Specialty Court Case Manager, and the recommendation is that Ms. Stevens enters treatment at Lake Ridge Village.
All right. And that would be on today, with Lake Ridge picking her up. She'll be on a 30-day restriction where she cannot leave the facility or receive visitors at the facility. And then what is going to be the treatment plan? Are they going to do the SUD at Lake Ridge?
Yes.
All right, very good. And so who was the attorney that went in with Miss Stevenson?
Judge, I was here on Wednesday when this happened. I think I did not go in with her on that day because she was exhibiting signs of intoxication. So we haven't gone in with her as such today.
But Judge, we would have no objections to the recommendation of the case manager. We're glad to see that she's out of the Wayne County Jail, and we have no objections to her going back to, I believe the court said Lake Ridge. Is that what it is?
Yes, she would go to Lake Ridge. Yes. All right. Ms. Stevenson, are you ready to give it another try?
Yes, ma'am, I have a question.
Get in the mic. I can't hear you.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, is the Lake Ridge a 30-day program, or?
I still can't hear you. Say it again.
Is the Lake Ridge a 30-day program, or?
I don't understand.
Is the Lake Ridge a 30-day program, or?
No, we're not gonna count days. What we're gonna count on is sobriety, getting you cleaned and getting you on a path of recovery. So it's as long as I need it to be. Okay, you'll be assessed by professionals that will advise the court of what your treatment plan should look like. But we're not counting days. Okay, we're starting off with a 30-day restriction. All right.
I have to be there.
I'm sorry.
How long do I have to be there?
As long as it takes. As long as it takes to save your life and to keep you from being a victim, as you just experienced with your best friend. So that's how long you have to be there. Okay? As long as it takes. You have any more questions? You want to get clean and sober, right? And on a path of recovery, right, Ms. Stevenson? No, my question is, do you want to get clean and sober and be on a path of recovery? That's my question. Okay, well, we know that home doesn't work for you right now. Home doesn't work for you. That doesn't mean it won't ever work. But home doesn't work for you right now. That's not helping you. So we're going to put you in an environment where we can help you. Okay?
What is the alternative?
There is none. Death. I mean, if you want to go out there and use and end up dead, that, you know, that's probably an alternative. That's not one I'd like to consider. But no, there's no other alternative. You're going to work this program, ma'am. And we're going to keep working it and working it. And if I have to keep sending you to jail, when you get out, you're still going to work the program. So jail is an option. Even if I send you to jail, when you come out, you're going to work this program. Yes, ma'am. I'm determined that you're going to work it. Yes, ma'am. All right, Miss Jasmine Taylor, what would be the return date? I'd like to see her next week if she could zoom in, but can you check let's put a hold date on the calendar, but I'd like for you to check with Williams. I don't want her to miss any of her classes in order to be in court, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's get.
I'm sorry, I was gonna say, we can put her on for the 27th, and maybe if you're okay with it, I can specify what time. Maybe it's not right at 8:35, maybe, 10 o'clock or, 1:30, depending on, I'll coordinate between you and Mr. Williams.
That sounds perfect. And that's right. This is the Wednesday docket, April 27th at 8:35 a.m. Thank you so much, Ms. Taylor, for coming down to take care of this instead of keeping Ms. Stevenson in jail until next week, Wednesday. We're going to get her some help because that's what I'm interested in doing. And thank you to her mother who's in the courtroom. It's my understanding on this morning, Mom. I hope that you are supportive. We are trying to save your daughter because we do not want her to become a statistic. We've seen the value in her. We've seen the beauty in her. We've seen the intelligence in her. And so we're going to fight to get that person back on track. And so with that, that is the end of your hearing. Ms. Stevenson, have a seat. You are not free to leave. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. With that, we will reconvene at 1:30 p.m. on today. Please make sure that everybody gets on early, including Mr. Rosenthal, prosecutors. I'll ask them to please don't come at 1:30 and then say they need to go to breakout rooms. Tell them, let's get on a little bit earlier, get in those breakout rooms. So when I come on, we'll be ready to go. Okay?
Yes, Judge. In looking at the docket, we had 4 trials scheduled. 2 are retained, and 2 are people that Mr. Fikens and I will be talking to.
Okay.
So we will be on at 1:15, ready to deal with those matters that we have, but there are 2 cases that are retained, I believe.
All right. All right. Sounds good to me.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all so much. Thank you for working with me this morning. I appreciate you all. I'm available by phone or email. No, by phone. Don't email me. Y'all see my Wi-Fi is acting a little nutty this morning for some reason, and I'm confined to one area. So this is as good as it gets. And I've got to charge my phone up because I'm on my hotspot. So
But
all right.
it has been doing pretty well for the last hour or so, Judge.
Right. Okay. Yep. I had to get on my hotspot. I guess where I am in this part of my house, the internet is just not good. The Wi-Fi isn't good. So, all right. Very good. I'll see you all I'll be on at 1:30 or when Miss Mack lets me know that you all are ready.